North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Ray Ray, what up Spitz, 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Ray Ray, what up Spitz, 10 toes down since the beginning. If I
My bad. Hey, man, say, man. Hey, man, say, man. Let me get some motherfucking deals in this bitch, man. Hey, man, say, man. What about them Houston Texans, man? What is the... Whew, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk. I'm finna be real nitpicky. I hope y'all ready for that. But it was a good win. We finna get into it. Give me about 1 minute. And we finna get this party started. I'm gonna let the music play for just a second. I'm gonna give me about 1 minute, let y'all get in here and everything, and then we're gonna keep this party going. It's gonna be a very, very good conversation. A lot of shit to talk about, and we gotta dive right in it. And I ain't even got my damn little whatchamacallit rocking. All right.
miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Ray Ray, what up Spitz, 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show.
What's the motherfucking deal? All right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. You're not familiar with Sauce Sports. Sauce Sports is Houston, Texas Homer Network. We're talking about all sports, but mostly Houston. We got a lot of things to talk about. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm glad that you could join me I'm glad that I could be here this afternoon, first and foremost, right? I'm fucking this little thing up. Right. I'm glad that I could be here first and foremost, right? We have been on a roller coaster this season. We have been on some ups and some downs. I got a lot of thoughts about this game we just played. First, great victory. Great victory. I know it's looking crazy and had a little nap. I'm going to get it done this week sometime. Maybe not. Who knows? Great victory. Oh, yeah, Chiefs' ass. Fuck the Chiefs. I don't know where to start. So we do the good, the bad, and everything that comes with it. I'm trying to get this raggedy ass by like this bitch just don't want to do what needs to be done. It's working. Anyway, again, what's the motherfucker? Let me see what we got joining us. Jabari. Shout out to Jabari. Shout out to Leonard Avery, Hitman Gilmore. Let me see. Steven. Juan, TD, Purple Drink, T Real. Let me see. Alfie. Yeah, I've been tripping. Purple Drink. The music been playing like I see it playing, but I had it muted the whole time. So the shit was playing. I'm sitting there thinking y'all jamming, and it wasn't. Mahomes got injured. Oh well. Prince Vegeta, what's the motherfucking deal? Rec, what's the motherfucking deal? So let's talk about it. Diesel, what's the motherfucking deal? Hey man, I promise if I miss you, I ain't dish 335. You already know. Peace. So let's talk about what happened today. And let's talk about where the Houston Texans go from here, right? So the Houston Texans just put belt, not a leather belt, a pleather belt, right? They didn't necessarily put like when they didn't pootie tang it, right? They didn't pootie tang. And watch what happens in the media this week. You're gonna see a pootie tang reference because I said something. Mark my motherfucking words. They didn't pootie tang belt to ass. They didn't pootie tang it belt to ass, but it was belt to ass. One of them corded belts. You know what I'm saying, with the little accessories and shit. It wasn't your grandpa leather belt with the big ass buckle, and when you bend over and the buckle kind of push you in the stomach and shit. Like it wasn't that kind of belt to ass. Defense did not play their best game today. Right? And that's why I said, like, you got to understand, Jacoby has done bad things to us in the past with multiple teams. So, like, you can't count him out. Told y'all McBride was having his way. McBride had his way probably, other than JSC, and I don't think anybody else has had their way like that with the Texans. And 40-20 is not bad, but it should have been much worse. Kaylee did some dumb shit, but it wasn't okay. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, man, I'm not gonna blame Kaylee at all this game. Like, you put up 40, I'm not complaining. Like, my thing is, bro, you had a couple opportunities. Like, this should have been a 50-point game. Like, it sounds crazy to put 40 points on the board and complain. When I said, and again, here's the thing. At the beginning, I said CJ had him 3. Good deal. That's what I want. CJ had him 3. Did he have over 300? No, I think he ended up with 260. Let me see. Yeah, I think he ended up with 260. But my deal is this, man. CJ played a clean game. I have no issues with it other than maybe a couple of decisions that were made. But I'm still kind of like, how many times did we get in the red zone and not score? Right? Like, and that's why I said, like, you in this league, like, we're got a defense that way if you score 23, 24 points, you should win, right? And of course, that still would have held true. But it's two things. I'm trying to get the bot going. The bot is still, yes, it's connected. Okay, cool. So we're going to do something, right? I got a little something in the background. We're going to take a vote, right? We're going to vote for the player of the game. We vote for the player of the game same way you vote for anything else on the sauce. I'm going to drop 3 names in here. And I want you guys to vote for who you think was the player. Because I think there's 3 conversations that can be had today, right? I think that there are 3 possibilities, right? And let me activate that. Let me move that to the front, right? Because let me put that in. And let me put that in front right quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like let me get out your way a little bit. You got 3 possibilities. Let me stand up over here, like when you open up the Instagram comments. So we're gonna take votes: CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, or Jawar Jordan. In your opinion, who was the player of the game? So let's hold on. Let me get the voting started on that, and then we'll let y'all show. But again, I think we can talk about these 3 guys. Nico got his 1K. Right? Hold on, and let me fix it. All right, there we go. Nico we got 5 minutes. Vote. Make sure, don't put the space in your vote. Right? Don't put the space in your vote. It needs to be all one word. So exclamation point, vote 2, vote 3, no spaces in it. Put your vote, right? Put your vote in there. We're gonna take some votes on. Hopefully, if the shit is working like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna calculate. Let's see if it is. It may or may not be. Doesn't look like it's taking them. I see y'all voting. It's flat. Okay, yeah. Okay, now they go. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we count votes. Let's go, baby. Shout out to the motherfucking Houston Texans for coming in and getting that big win today. Keeping the streak going. 6 games in a row. AZ losing 6 in a row. Very unfortunate for them. Shout out. I don't even know who that was that got hurt for AZ. I think they had 2 guys get carted off today. And you hate to see that for anybody, right? You hate to see that for anybody. And I know Edwards went down late. It's just so much. Where do we start? Let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the good while y'all getting the votes, right? Make sure you're voting. While we're voting for player of the game, we got about 4.5 minutes left, maybe less than that. Biggest surprise of the game, Jawar Jordan, because, again, let's not act like Woody wasn't running well. Woody was running well, right? Woody was running decent. Woody wasn't looking bad. But Jawar Jordan coming out and have probably the best run of the fucking season, right? Having the best run of the season. My only concern about Jordan is, and again, I don't know what he's been up to. I don't know what he's been doing. That big run towards the end, he got a little tired, right? Was a little bit tired. I need you to finish those. I need those kind of runs to get finished, right? Because we cannot count on this offense. I'm going to be going back and forth. Good. We cannot count on this offense to get you 7 in the red zone. The red zone is the Houston Texans offensive kryptonite. Like, I don't understand why you get turnovers. You could get, Noah had that great ass fucking return. Make sure you put the whole word. You got to put the whole thing for the vote to count. Exclamation point, vote, and whatever number all needs to be one word so that the vote gets counted. Right now, I think we're 2 and 2. So my thing is this, right? My thing is this. Let me make sure. Oh, all the votes count. I don't think I see more votes, but I don't think they all registered. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's happening. Yeah, it don't look like all of them are. Some of them are. I see 2 and 2. But then again, I got to see something. So I might have to do a manual count if the shit ain't working right. But yeah. But the thing is, like, at this point, like, we got to figure out. Wayface, what's the motherfucking deal? Mr. Bam, what's the motherfucking deal? 15. Big Teddy. Let me see. Thu 25, what's the motherfucking deal? Ruben, what's the motherfucking deal? DeAndre, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. James. Diesel. I think I might have shouted you out twice. Hey, twice is nice. Purple Drink, that boy Fred. There'll be a bunch of y'all. I don't remember if I shouted y'all out and if you get 2 of them, you owe me one later on. Texan boy, Big DQ. What's the motherfucking deal? Big Byron, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. But like I say, you running shit. You're running stupid ass plays, and I don't know what the fuck that shit was late in the game with Dari. Like, I don't know what that's a Kaylee play call. I don't know what that shit was with when Woody scored. Like, I'm mad because the votes aren't registered, so I'm gonna go back and do a manual count. I see a lot of threes. I see everybody. It's looking like Jawar Jordan. It might be a thing too, because like I said, I told you, like, YouTube only allows a certain amount of API calls with units. And so it makes it hard. So sometimes they might run out, especially doing 2 streams. That's why I prefer, like I'm telling y'all, Twitch and Kick are going to be some things that are going to be heavily utilized in the foreseeable future. To make sure you're following on both those platforms. I did not go live during the middle of the game. Got too into it. Them niggas scored too fast. Bro, it's so much. Let me see what's going on. It's so much to talk about, right? Like, again, you come out the gate, and between the second and third quarters, we were really outscored. Like, it was a fast entrance, and we closed it out. But there was some lackadaisical shit going on in the middle of the game. Like I said, third and fourth quarter, they really outscored us, I think 14-13. Not getting 7 in a lot of those instances where you getting 3. I mean, like, if you're kicking 20-yard field goals, 30-yard field goals, those are supposed to be 7s. Like, those are supposed to be 7 points on the board. And the fact that we had quite a few of those, I'm not even mad about the block. Blocks happen. There's nothing you can do about it. That kick was going to be money, but it was blocked. It's not like it changed the game or anything. It's just certain stuff is going on. There's a couple of plays where CJ made some decisions where I was just like, kind of, what do you think? Looked like he kind of had some brain farts. That one he had to Schultz almost looked like he was hesitant about running that bitch, but then he saw Schultz, so he made that play. It was a lot of good shit that happened. Just not necessarily too much on the defensive side of the ball. They got one on Lassiter. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give Wilson his respect. You got to give McBride his respect. They're two, regardless of the record of the team, those are two of the better receivers in the league. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I can't be mad at that. And again, I don't know how many times he dropped back today. Let me see. 40 on the money. 40 on. I'm actually I'm very disappointed because what did I say? I said if you drop back 40 times on this defense, you expect multiple turnovers. Late in the game, Bullock had one in his hands. He dropped one. Who else? Like I said, it was a lot of. It was good, but it was some weird shit. There was a lot of weird shit going on. So Jawar ended up totally with 1-on-1, 15 carries for 101. They had a 50 for the long. That every time Jawar Jordan, like I think that's what we're walking away from this game looking at, because when we talk about this defense and how good this defense is, we talk about issues and concerns with this offense. They look good today, so I'm not gonna fault it. Like, you don't expect money every time. You didn't have the multiple 3-and-out drives. You didn't have that kind of shit going on today. It looked good for the most part. Could it have been better? I'm sure. Like, you cleaned up on them. Like, there were points where you left points on the field still, and I think against better teams that becomes more of a concern. Was there ever a worry about them coming back? No, I don't think that was ever really a real issue. We weren't really necessarily worried about that. Yeah, something's going on with the what the fuck, man? Something's going on with things. So I'm gonna assume y'all saying Jawar Jordan. So our star of the game is going to be Jawar Jordan, but especially to come off the practice squad and do what he did, because I'm going to be honest, the offense doesn't sustain some of those drives. Dre, what's the motherfucking deal? The offense doesn't sustain some of those drives without some of those runs. Like I said, Woody was looking good. That touchdown that he had early on, right? Do you think that was designed? Or do you think that was actually a fumble? Because they called it a fumble recovery for a touchdown, which, like, when it happened, it looked kind of janky. The fact that they were going to so many trick plays in the red zone is concerning to me. Like, this is my thought. I think Kaylee has concerns about maybe because it's like he doesn't want to throw the ball in the red zone. Throw the fucking ball. You got Nico. You got 2 6'4" fucking receivers who can go up and get that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 2 6'4" receivers who can go up, and Spitz was at the game. Shout out to Spitz. But, like, and it was crazy because he did like a spinneroonie off the nigga back. But it's like, you got 2 6'4". Like, why aren't you letting these niggas go up and get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not letting these niggas go up? And, like, why are we trying to do all this okie dokie trickery? We can't line up and run niggas over. Like, it's a couple of little questions that we have going on, like, with what this team is doing, what they did. But overall, I can't complain about a quality win. CJ probably played, in my opinion, his best game of the season. It was clean. It was a clean game. You know what I mean? So I don't have any knocks on CJ. He played a clean game. I wanted to call a light-skinned CJ game. I did want to call a light. He was 40 yards. So I needed 3 and 3. I needed 303. So I'm gonna say it was a fair-skinned CJ game. You know what I'm saying? It's a fair-skinned CJ thing. But it's a situation where bro, like like, you got to give it to Jawar. Like, now, this is what you got to think about. Is it because it's Arizona? Right? Is it it's Arizona? That's why he was there. No, I think that for the foreseeable future, bye-bye Nick Chubb, and we're rocking with you're rocking with Woody Marks and you're rocking with Jawar Jordan for the foreseeable. You're going into the playoff push. At this point, Nick Chubb, unfortunately, hey, you're older. You haven't really produced like that. You might have had. How the fuck CJ Stroud ain't win? This is what I'm saying. This shit pissed me off. The shit ain't wins. Jawar Jordan won. Right? Jawar Jordan won. The votes was just messed up on the back end. Like I said, you can see I'm still trying to fix that on the base. Always something. It wouldn't be the sauce if it wasn't for fucking technical difficulties. But CJ didn't win. Our player of the game was Jawar Jordan. It just had the same amount of votes at that thing. Like, let's just take a look at it. Like I said, a couple of milestones. Like, have we had a 100-yard rusher this season? If we did, I don't think we have. I feel like we haven't. I could be wrong. I know my memory bad. But Jawar put you 1-on-1. Nico, this is what I'm saying. Like he delivered the ball. There was a lot better distribution. Schultz was eating pretty good. So Nico ended up with 85, 2 touchdowns. Schultz gives you 76 with a touchdown. You get Dare with some weird shit. He had 3 for 32. Cade had a couple of big plays. Like there was a point. Cade had some good plays. Hutch had a good play. And Jawar, like every time Jawar Jordan touched the ball, like it was positive. You know what I'm saying? Like there were no losses of yards when Jawar was touching the ball. So again, there's nothing you can do about Trey McBride. Like he did what he did for a reason, right? He did what he did for a reason because Trey McBride is Trey McBride. Like what can you say, right? Wilson got one on us. Can't fault that. Trey put up 134 and 2. That hurts. Now that's something like next week, somebody's getting punished. Let me talk about that. That's my concern, right? Kind of if we talk about the good, everything the Texans did on offense was pretty good, except the red zone. Special teams, no complaints, pretty good. Like I said, that no return. This is what pisses me off. Like I was back and forth during the game out here in the Discord. I was complaining about a lot. Y'all was bitching a lot, but the reason why I bitch is because, again, I know like we could be a complimentary, dominant team. Like I mean, I feel like we're just as capable on offense as we are on defense, but for some reason, and coaching is a legitimate concern, but for some reason we're just not. There's no consistency. There's nothing like, and the fact that you only came away with 3 up, that pissed me off. Like you had several drives where you were in the red zone basically, and you just couldn't complete, or you had short field and you couldn't complete. Like that is unacceptable, right? Because better teams are going to capitalize on that. Better team, like it was a point where I don't think there was ever a point where we were in fear of losing, but it was a point where you just didn't feel comfortable. You're like, I don't like the way this is looking. These numbers just don't look good to me. You know what I'm saying? But today I give props to the offense today. Today was a game that the offense needed. Today was a game that CJ needed. Offense, I mean, just for the coaching staff, like, I mean, I'm wondering, like, you see Jawar Jordan, he got drafted. You see why old buddy, who is it that they picked up? The white running back they picked up and then let go for Jawar. And obviously we see why that happened. Because I saw a lot of people like, oh, why did they let him go? Snyder, whatever. I don't know. I'm not familiar with him. The guy they just let go. And a bunch of people were happy about that pickup, right? And then they cut him right before, and the Jawar Jordan's playing. Like, we see why. Obviously, they had to see some things in practice that said, hey, obviously they saw some things in practice that said, hey, this is who we're going with, right? This is who we're going with. So the white man that was kicking our ass all day, Jacoby Brissettt. No, fucking Trey McBride. Like, no, I'm not, bro. Like, oh, you talking about the Patriots trash? Like, yeah, there's still a little bit of Patriots residue in this organization. And that's concerned. Like, it's not a hindrance at this point, but you just don't want none of that shit. And again, when your vice president and GM have ties to the Patriots and they're kind of one and the same, like, what do you do, right? What do you do? But again, I am comfortable. I'm very comfortable moving forward with the duo of Woody and Jawar Jordan. I'm wondering, I don't think Woody was hurt bad because you saw him outside the blue tent. You saw him jumping around. You saw him moving around. Excuse me. Unless I missed something because I did kind of walk out a couple times, unless he went to the back or something else, like, or maybe they just decided, hey, we don't want to ding you up. We're going to keep you. Jawar's running good. We'll let you do. We got Dari, we got Jawar, and if we got Dari and Jawar, then if we got to, then we'll bring you back in. But I think he was fine. I think that was just a situation like, hey, we done ran it up on these niggas. It's no big deal. I would have liked to see a 50 burger, right? Like my only concern is consistency. Came out hot early, you came out hot, you got hot late, did what you need to do. But that kind of middle area, like I say, the second and third quarters, like what is up with this? This is my big issue. I'm gonna tell you what my big issue is. We've seen this happen 2 games in a row. And fortunately, this game, they fixed it kind of late, and it didn't seal the deal or anything. But why does Nico disappear? Like, why are they letting Nico disappear? Like, he's not disappearing. He's not open. But why does it seem like they can't get Nico the ball after halftime? Or it just seems like they go these big gaps of like you'll target Nico early, or he had the big play early, right? The refs gave that whole ass call that took his original. He originally crossed 1,000. They took that back. And then you don't look for him. Like, there's no reason you should have one catch in the first half, right? Like, there's no reason you should have one catch in the fucking first half. That bothers me, but it is what it is. I think in bigger games, more crucial games, you're going to target him more. You have to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It was just like, and if he is, then again, you got, did Higgins had one catch for 4 yards. I literally was about to say, did Higgins even have a catch? Like, I mean, there's, again, no complaints. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, these are things that you just need to take into account. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos are trash, but we don't, fuck the goddamn Broncos are a joke. Look at who the Broncos have played and we played. The Broncos' best win was against us in fucking Davis Mills. The Broncos are ass, bro. The Broncos are pure hype. Them niggas did like the Akeem but like the Broncos are going out like, who the fuck nobody believes in Bo Nix. You talking about throw picks? No, fuck Bo Nix. He's garbage. He's a fucking Tim Tebow-like piece of trash. Like, the Broncos learn with Tebow. Like, you're not going anywhere with that type of fucking ball. That shit that's ass football. Like, again, they've played lesser quality teams. They're not as dominant as we are. We're the only team, I think, that's headed into the playoffs that has played overall has had their opponents have had a winning record. Everybody else is playing nobodies, right? And we've played the tougher schedule. And I think we had like the third toughest schedule, something like that. The remaining one, I looked at some I showed earlier this week. We've played the tougher schedule. We've played tougher opponents. We've been more dominant consistently, right? We've had crucial injury, still able to sustain those. And that's when you're able to get your win. If CJ completes that game, the Broncos don't win. Nobody's talking about, like, if CJ plays that game, nobody's talking about the Broncos right now. Unfortunately, things happen. He gets hit. He gets the head injury. And for whatever reason, and the only reason the top people are really mentioning the Broncos is it's like a team. It's a team that has history, right? So you have a big fan base. You got more people. Like used to harp on this a long time ago, especially with the Texans. Even though more people are jumping on now, more people are jumping on the fan base now, more people are getting on with it now. Let me see something. More people are getting on with it now. Like, it's still not a big fan base, right? Like, again, like, one, we got, like, we're not a team bandwagoners like to get on. Hold on, I'm trying to see what. We're not a team like bandwagoners, so it's like, again, you're going to be huge. You're going to have some kind of ties to do it, right? And again, I know there's people who fuck with it from out of state and other place, but again, you're not seeing a lot of people just wearing, like how people bandwagon the Chiefs, or how people bandwagon the Patriots, or how people bandwagon teams like that because they're winning. Denver's won some, so people will bandwagon that. They've been around for a while. You've had guys like Peyton, Elway. You've had big names, so people are gonna gravitate towards that, right? So I get it. I understand, the need for the fan base, but that's why you're going to talk about it, because you're just going to get more eyes by saying shit like that. If I say, this shit still ain't the best. Ain't reading right. So if you talk about that fan base, you're going to get more eyes, you're going to get more views, you're going to get more, asshole. So you're going to get more. That's why people are talking. They're like, these people are honest. Like, anybody who's sensible enough to know knows that the Broncos are not even remotely close to the Texans. It's not close. It's again, when you really look at it, when you get off the paper and really look at what's happening, it's not close. Me a favor. I need 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. I forgot. I put a little bottle of something on. I want you guys to drop in the chat. What was the single biggest play of the game in your opinion? And then when I get back, like I say, 30 seconds, be right back. And we're going to go from there, because we're going to talk about a couple of things that, are a little bit concerning. So give me like 30 seconds. And like I said, we're going to jump right back.
What the hell is Saw Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line.
Right. So again, I'm an asshole. I fucking had put some water on the boil. My stupid ass put it on the wrong burner, so that's how just sitting there hot, water cold in the motherfucker. Cold as Antarctica and shit. My stupid ass thinking I'm finna use this. Anyway, the way they came out the gate, right? Like, this is what you gotta say. They put like 17 on the board and had like 8 minutes left in the first. I thought they was gonna hang 24 in the first quarter. Like, I thought we might see a 100-point game in this bitch. And then it just died. it just died. Like after that Woody, whatever the fuck it was, like it died. And then, like I said, you're kicking fucking field goals. You're not converting in the red zone. And it's consistently not, like, why does it feel like they're afraid to throw the fucking ball in the red zone? Right? Say the 57-yard hit for the second play of the game. And again, and that, like, literally, you cut the game on. You know, you turn your head for a second, you know, getting yourself prepared, get your snacks together. Shit. Like, by the time you get you open your bag of chips, these niggas was in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Say Lasseter picked it, took away 7, Jordan going off. First Nico TD. Nico Collins getting 3 times 100 yards. Yeah, you know, and again, they showed some good company that Nico's in. Andre, you talking about Hop and Nico. Let's talk about something for a second. What is DeAndre Hopkins' legacy as a Texan? Right? Because he's still in the league. And he's been in the league for several years, and I know it's not his fault. It's not like he just left. Like, Bill O'Brien is the cause of 2 of the greatest receivers in Houston Texans history leaving, right? Like, we can still blame him for that, right? Here we go. Like, is Nico better than Hop? I wouldn't say that. But I wouldn't say it, but I wouldn't not say it. Right? Like, I wouldn't say it, but I would not say it. Singley gave up 1, then he punched old buddy. That was funny. Like, if we're talking about like overall hands, it's very few people, if any, you're gonna say are better receivers than Hop. But if you're talking about total package, like in a receiver, in a total package, I might would prefer a Nico over Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Because of the overall speed, the height, and the ability to go up and get the contested catch. Like, and I'm not saying that Hop can't do that, but I'm gonna tell you, like, again, if we're talking speed the same, if we're talking route running similar, if we're talking you can't say hands like fucking Hopkins' hands. Nico's hands ain't Hopkins' hands. And Nico's don't get me wrong, like, they're maybe 2 or 3 degrees below. Because let's talk, like, Nico has made some exceptional catches this year. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, his hands ain't nowhere on Hop. Nico has made some exceptional catches this year. That one, I forgot who that was against, that he caught in the fucking end zone. And barely got the leg down. Like, Nico's made some catches, right? Like, Nico's made some plays on the sideline. Like, Nico's made some great catches this year. But, like, I mean, what are we talking about? If the Texans were bigger at the time, nobody would ever remember That play from fucking OBJ, because Hop did it first. Like, remember that play that everybody loved from OBJ? Oh, he went and Hop did that shit like 2 weeks before it happened. Like, it just, I think it got called back. I think it was a penalty, so the bitch ended up getting called back. Let's be honest. Like, DeAndre Hopkins had some of the best hands you will ever see in NFL history, right? But my concern is, what is his Texans legacy? You know, because I would say he was number 2. I would say he was number 2 behind Andre, you know, coming up under Andre. Like, but I think when it's all said and done, especially with kind of like the journeyman route that he's been taking, if it would have been a situation where, and again, I don't think they've reached out. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit in there. Like, and I know a lot of people say, oh, bring Hop back, blah, 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 blah. Hop ain't really doing too much for Baltimore right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if he was to come back and I don't know, it would have had to been this season on the Super Bowl run. Like, what is his legacy? Like, I'm really concerned. I'm not concerned, but I'm curious what you guys think of Hopkins' legacy is or what it's going to be when it's all said and done. I think he's going to end up being number 3. You know what I mean? I think Nico's going to surpass him, just because of, you know, like I said, 1, who he's had to play with along the way, and then 2, just because, you know, he got traded at the time he got traded. So I think that Nico statistically is going to have a better career, obviously, with the Texans, than Hop did, right? But he's in that category. He's in that conversation. You're talking about multiple back-to-back 1,000-yard season. Shout out to TD, because I know a while back, you know, you made some statements about Nico, and people was like, this nigga talk about. And, you know, if he continues on the trajectory that he's on right now, it's a great possibility that this is a thing. Tank tweeted something, right? And he said, like, it was like, watch how God do something for me, turn my little situation around or whatever. Very interesting statement. I didn't look at the tweets. Did anybody follow Mixon during the game to see what he was doing? Because Mixon is active. He actively tweets during the games, right? Mixon is actively tweeting. He's actively, like, in the conversation. So, like, I'm curious if Mixon had anything to say about what was going on with Jawar Jordan, the way he was running, right? Because, again, that motherfucker, Jordan went the fuck off. He did go off. Shout out to Dolfo. Jordan had the best rushing performance that I think we've seen all season for the Houston Texans. And again, who we got next? Raiders. You give him a chance to do it again. Like, so now you're not concerned about Chubb being in a rush, hurrying back. We want to know what's going on with Woody, but I don't think Woody's a serious deal, honestly. I think Woody's situation is simply a matter of he got dinged up, and then we bring, if Hop was 6'4", he'd be the greatest receiver of all time. Right? Like, 'cause let's be honest, Hop wasn't super fast. Hop's not super fast. But he can get up there, and he can his hands. I mean, his hands are solid. Like, we're talking pure hands. Right, exactly. You got DW4, so you got a little bit of whatever, and then you get taken away in that element, getting massages in the room. Anyway, overall, I'm a little disappointed because I felt like the defense gave up more than they should. I mean, it happens. You can't be perfect every game. You're going to have one of them. I'm not going to say they slept on them. And you're still saying, well, look, these niggas only got 20. These motherfuckers put up more points than Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like, the Cardinals in your house put up more points than you did Patrick Mahomes in their house. Like, concerning, right? Like, it's concerning. I don't know. Overall, I really can't complain. Overall, it was a great game from the Texans. And, I mean, I'm looking for, like, to continue to run, to continue to statistic. Like, the way things play out by the end of the day. Who was it? They said there was a possibility that we could end up in 5th. I forgot what had to happen. I made a statement, or no, I think I made that in the Discord, that I thought the Jets may jag up the Jags. I was completely wrong about that. Lucky I ain't got the crow on. If I had the crow on, I would definitely eat crow about that, because let's be honest. And that's kind of something I was watching too, right? Because we got 2 teams in the AFC South, 2 very dominant teams who are dominating in the league right now, and 2 teams who are fighting for contention in the South. And the fact that both of them were putting belts out. See, Jacksonville, I don't know what was the ultimate final score, what was it? But Jacksonville was putting leather granddaddy belt to ass. We put the little belt, not the one with the buckle. You know, the one that got like the two little rings, and then you slide it in one ring and then slide it through the other. That's the belt to ass that we put today. Like it could have been, it could have been. It should have been some more. It should have been some whelps. We should have left some more whelps on that ass. Like it wasn't quite there, but it was a great game. And that was my point. Like that's my point about the Jags. I know old buddy played a great game. That's why I said like we need that statement game. We need like against lesser teams. We need to put our foot on niggas' neck. We need to be decapitated. Like it has to be a conference. Like especially, I don't care what the media. I really prefer not to be a media darling. I prefer not to be in that conversation they talk about all day because that's when motherfuckers' heads start getting big. You know, ooh, they saying this, ooh, saying that. And a lot of fans do that weird shit too. Like I could care less what the media thinks because the media, they're not Texan fans. So why does it matter what the fuck they think? We're watching the games. We're seeing the game. We know what's going on. We're more tuned in. We're paying more attention to the details. Again, like I said, we're not just getting the research report in the morning. Okay, this is my talking points today. Like who gives a fuck what the national media is saying? But if you care about that national media conversation, then you need the Texans to be, again, with what the Jags are doing, especially if you're trying to take control of the South, especially if you want that division, like you gotta show dominance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta show dominance. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean you got Dre had a couple too. Dre had quite a few. Because Dre went through what? Dre went through Carshab, Yates, Keenum, was Savage? I think Savage. What Savage did he leave? Yeah, Savage. Who else? I think Savage. I might be wrong. Like I say, my timeline can be a little dusty. And Dre did what he did with that smorgasbord of shittiness. So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready to call it right because I got to tweak some things, right? Because I'm kind of annoyed that some shit not working right, and there's a bunch of stuff still not working right. So I'm gonna get to tweaking some things. But shout out to the Texans, great win. Shout out to Sauce Nation. Make sure y'all hit that fucking like button. We'll get the sauce line going for next week's stream. Like I said, because I want to get all the kinks. I want to get all the Toro, what's the motherfucking deal? Like, I want to get all the other kinks out of the system first before we get the sauce line going, because some stuff that's going with the sauce line within the system as well. So I need to make sure everything else is working. We'll get the sauce line going for next week and be taking calls because I definitely want to hear what y'all think. Shout out to Ricky D. I mean, I forgot to give credit to Ricky D this week for nicknaming the Ricencopter, the hit. How many of y'all remember the Rosencopter? Like how many old school Texans fans we have? If you know the Rosencopter, drop the name of the player involved in the Rosencopter, but why it's called the Rosencopter. He named it the Ricencopter, and I thought that was pretty funny. So shout out to Ricky D. And White Persuasion, I ain't forgot about you. All right, I'm gonna wait till we do a stream where we talk a little bit more Rockets action. And like I said, once everything is as is. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm really still thinking I'm going to have to do more on Twitch and Kick. So make sure you're following on those platforms. Twitch, Kick. Twitch is Sauce Sports. It's Sauce Sports TV Kick is Sauce Sports. Twitch is Sauce Sports TV. Make sure you're following those platforms. And let's look at next week. Let's look at next week as a Monday, Wednesday, Friday week. Tuesday and Thursday I probably won't stream, so I can just make sure everything's in order. So let's look tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Of course, game time next week. At least here on YouTube. Make sure you're following on Instagram. I'm putting any updates, any changes on there. Make sure you're just checking the community section of the YouTube page. That's where I put any updates, anything. That's really where I post the most shit because I really don't be posting on them other platforms like that. So with that being said, shout out to Billy Miller, wherever you are. I'm checking up with dudes, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I'm gonna catch some more games. Y'all catch some more games. If you're in the Discord, I'm finna hop back up in there. Fuck, yeah, I forgot about Mallet. Yeah, oh my God. I didn't wake up on time. We've been through so much, bro. Been through so much. Sage Rosenfels, Ryan Mallett, Fitzpatrick. Who else? What was the other? What was the black? What Josh Jones? Not Josh Jones. What was his name? Josh Jackson. I can't remember the black quarterback we had for a little bit. Damn, I can't think of his name. Bro, it's just, did Mallett really die? Ryan Mallett really died? I mean, or was he just trash? Yeah, Josh Johnson. Yeah. Taylor, we had Taylor for a little bit too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been a smorgasbord. Like, I forget about it. I need to take a nap. But forget about all these motherfuckers that we have been through, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of motherfuckers that have come through and donned the Texans uniform. But you know, this could potentially be the best team out of all of them. And it didn't start off that way, right? Another conversation of the Texans being the only team going 0-3, if I'm not mistaken, to go 0-3 and make it to the playoffs. And probably going to be the only team to ever do it twice, right? Let's see. Man, yeah, you already know. No, I would like Mixon to be healthy and come back to the play. I'd honestly, and I appreciate Marks for everything that he's done, but if you bring back Mixon and Mixon can give you a semblance of how he was looking last year, and then you compare that with how Jawar Jordan was looking today, I have no concerns, right? Because I think when you bring Mixon back, you don't have those red zone issues, right? You don't have those red zone issues that you've been having throughout the season because Mixon gives you that versatility, and I think CJ has that level of confidence in Mixon. I still think that there are some not confidence issues, but what's the word? Chemistry issues going on with some of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's part of it. But with that being said, I'm going to hop in the Discord, get to work on this. I appreciate y'all for supporting Sauce. I appreciate y'all for being a part of Sauce Nation, man. Again, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Most of all, y'all stay saucy. I will see y'all mañana, and I might work on it. I'm going to probably drop a pre-record sometime between today and tomorrow. So look out for that. With that being said, we go. If you want to be a Discord is a Patreon thing. You go to patreon.com/saucesports. You join up at the $5 tier to join the Discord. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Sauce. Now I'm at this bot been pissing me off. Y'all have no idea. Like the shit I be looking at the screen. I just be mad because there's still a bunch of shit that's supposed to be happening that's not happening, and you know because it's just because of, and so y'all just gotta forgive me because again I put a lot of work in this thing. And I'm pissed off because I haven't given y'all the stream I intend to yet, but close. We're gonna get there. But with that being said, catch y'all Monday. I'm Chuck the Produce. It's your boy Ed Honcho, man. I am out.